Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black. Thank you for joining us for yet another mod spotlight. Today we are taking a look at Hunter's Bolt Hole by Ruidon2300. I apologize in advance if I butchered your username, but that's all I gotta go with. As you can see, this is yet another mod for Fallout New Vegas, and some of you may recognize that rather imposing hillside in the distance as Quarry Junction, home to a whole mess of Deathclaws. I've cleared out a few so that I will not be interrupted for the purposes of this spotlight. Quit your whining. Yeah, I know. Alright, so to get into the player home, you need to kind of crouch down to reach this little maintenance compartment here, which requires average lock picking, I can speak, skill to open. There we are. And I rather like the fact that that's actually kind of a small door. Like, it feels like you would have to crouch down to get in. And that it's a little bit lower than, like, eye level, because if I, for one, were making a career, or at least a hobby, out of hunting Deathclaws, I would want to know that the place I'm going back to at night is too small for them to crawl into after me. So, nice touch, that, even if it wasn't really necessarily intended. This is a pretty Spartan home, especially compared to some of the other home mods available, certainly those that I've spotlighted in the past as well. And you have a free little water valve here for pure water, as well as some free food goodies that are left out here. Wasteland Omelette, Desert Salad. Those are pretty stout healing items, but I mean, it's only the three of them there, so I'm not really worried about it, especially given your proximity. If you're coming in here, you're earning whatever you get. So all the storage is safe, however it is unmarked, so you can organize as you see fit. There are no sorters, but there are some standalone mods that you can use to assign sorting to these if you wish. There is a Wasteland Survival Guide in here, a bed, and the little Hunter's Log, which I'll read momentarily. Basic crafting amenities, reloading bench, workbench, a free Deathclaw gauntlet here to really live up to the theme, as well as, let's click on some light, the Pokin' Stick. It is a unique 50 cal silenced sniper rifle, which is, or rather a anti-material rifle, I should say, that this mod adds. Pardon me. Alright, so don't mind the fact that the textures aren't entirely perfect here. That is an issue on my end, not the fault of the mod. It does, however, source from the varmint rifle scope, which is why it looks a little bit different than some of you may recognize from the base game anti-material rifle, and like I said, it is silenced. It looks as though it also has a somewhat longer barrel than the base game anti-material rifle. As for its stats, it requires 100 guns skill, so this is definitely for high-level players. It requires 5 strength, does 111 damage with 62 DPS, so it's got a pretty slow firing speed, as with the base 50 caliber. Weighs 15 pounds and is worth a fair amount, but as I continually say about modded and unique weapons, you're not going to be getting this mod to sell them unless you're odd. So, let's get to the note there, the Hunter's Log, which I've kind of had fun kind of voice acting some of these, so I'm just going to keep up that trend. Heard Deathclaws are becoming a problem in Mojave, so I moved here. Lots of troublesome types, not as much of a problem as back east, but still enough to make me want to avoid some folks. Some good folks in Sloan, though. That lady runs the Workers' Cafe there, pays good money for Deathclaw eggs. Taught me the recipe for an omelet that uses them. It's good stuff if you can get the ingredients. Lots of game here, too. The Claws have a few nests around. I found an abandoned maintenance nook for a train station near Sloan. It's in the heart of the Deathclaw territory, so I'll have to not want for targets. Or food. Claw meat's pretty good when you cook it right. I fitted out the nook with essentials. Feels like home already. Alright, I don't know why I made that guy a redneck. It just seems like anybody who wants to spend their days hunting Deathclaws would have to be equal parts batshit insane and backwoods. So, that more or less encapsulates the Hunter's Bolt Hole. I rather like it. I don't know if I'll keep it, simply because it's a bit cramped for my liking. I like a little bit more space to my homes. But for those of you that want a nice, simplistic, bare-bones home that gets all of your basic bases covered, this could be it for you if you like the flair and theme to it. So, thank you all for joining us here at Last Level Press. See if I can center my camera there. I am Mr. Black, and I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.